Okay, so we are today talking with a past customer, Niamh. Niamh, do you want to introduce yourself and tell us about your time when we worked together?
Yes, so my name is Niamh, and I have two little boys. One who is 7, but one who is now 2, called Louis. And I worked with Lucy when Louis was about 5.5 months, probably through till he was 7.5 months, I'd say. But we've also been in touch on an ongoing basis as and when needed. So yeah, for quite a long time now.
Excellent. Yes, because we do get these challenges that crop up when we least expect it as they
Yeah,
grow.
absolutely.
So, first question for you, Niamh. What was a big surprise to you or something key that you learnt through the process when we worked together?
Okay, I think the big surprise for me, I'd done sleep coaching with my eldest, but I think the big surprise for me was to do with temperament and
Mm-hmm.
how different the technique that you use needs to be dependent on the child and
Yeah.
also the parent and the parent's expectations and what the parent's willing to do.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, we tried a very gentle approach with Louis because he was only 5.5 months.
Yeah.
And very quickly, it was really obvious that that wasn't right for him because
Mm.
he just turned it into a game and was too distracted by me being in the room. So
Yeah.
we had to use, a slightly tougher approach, but obviously still giving him lots of reassurance. But I think that was the big surprise for me, was just really how different little ones are, and therefore how different the techniques needs to be each time.
Mm, absolutely,
Yeah.
it really does. Very, really individual. And do you think you could have learnt and implemented that without my help? What role did I play in bringing that to light, do you think?
I think I would have floundered because I'd found using, I guess, a kind of form of control crying with my eldest quite traumatic. And in hindsight, he was a very gentle-natured, easygoing temperament, and actually he would have responded very well, I think, to a more gentle approach. So I'd found that quite traumatic, and
Mm,
therefore, when I wanted to do the sleep training with Louis, I'd been kind of put off and I didn't want to use that method at all.
mm,
So I think if I hadn't found you, I wouldn't really have known what way to go. And I think a gentler approach, if I'd tried to do it, wouldn't have really worked with him. And
mm-hmm,
we could have just ended up actually in a little bit of a mess, if I'm
mm.
honest.
Okay, no, that's
Yeah,
good. It's interesting.
yeah,
So some people contact me saying that they've tried everything. I get that a lot.
yeah,
Yeah, I've tried
yeah.
everything and nothing seems to work, and they can't see how I or anyone else is going to be able to offer a solution. What would you
Mm,
say to someone who feels that way?
okay. I would say you might think you've tried everything, but I'd say how long have you tried it for? How consistent have you been? And what have you really tried? Because when you read it in a book or from another mum, it's completely different from having somebody there by your side, day in, day out, guiding you through. It's quite a lonely experience
Mm,
doing it, and you're kind of on your own, and it's the middle of the night or it's the day or whatever, and you've got this child you really want to sleep. It's quite hard when you're doing that on your own and you're just referring to a book or somebody else's advice.
yeah.
So I think it's just completely different having somebody by your side. And it might be that you end up doing something that maybe you've tried before, but you'll see it through and you'll probably do it properly.
Mm, yeah.
So I just think it's a world apart
Mm,
from reading it in a book.
yeah. And sometimes you may have tried some things, but not all the pieces of the puzzle. Or
Exactly.
yeah. I do
Yeah.
see that a lot. Sometimes I find people have tried something. I think, gosh, you were on the money with that, but you were
Yeah.
missing this piece. Or
Yeah.
yeah,
Because
yeah,
you can misinterpret it, or human nature as a mum, you'll go, "Well, I'm kind of doing it," but in your head, you're not really quite doing that bit because you can
yeah,
get away with it. But if you've got someone there
yeah,
egging you on,
yeah,
because I can remember us having conversations when I did nap training with Louis, and you were just going to be, "Come on, you can do this. Yes, it is really tough. Yes, you've had a horrible day. Come on, just do it, do it." Whereas you would just go, if you're on your own, "Oh, it's fine. Do you know what? I'm not going to do it. It's not working."
no, yeah. No one to hold you accountable. Mm,
Yeah, so
mm,
it's a massive difference.
mm.
Yeah.
No, that's good. And My next question is, did you feel, some people do, some people don't, but did you feel that things got worse before they got better?
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Um, so we did a bit of a funny way round because we did naps before nights, which is a bit unusual, I
Yeah.
know, because nights are normally easier to resolve. But as you remember, he was quite good at
He was
night,
already
and
doing
we
quite
were
well.
really quite close to doing the nights, but I wanted to do naps.
Yeah.
So that was quite a tough call for him, and we went straight from a baby sleeping in a sling to being put in a cot for his naps and being asked to self-settle and all of that. So it was quite a tall order for him.
Yeah.
So I do remember that it took quite a while, and I do remember having kind of it getting worse. Definitely remember it getting worse, and then getting better. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
do you remember how long it took to get better? Do you remember how?
Quite quick. It was quite quick. We had a bit of a glitch because I don't remember, I had a couple of weeks where we got cracking, then we went on holiday for a week.
Oh,
My
yeah.
eldest broke up from school, so we had a couple of weeks at it, and we did make headway because we got rid of the dummy and we did various things, and he was sort of getting there. Then we went on holiday and it went pear-shaped. So when I got back, I was like, right. And actually, when we got back, it was almost like he sort of remembered what we'd been doing, and
That's
quite
good.
quickly, within a week to 10 days, we were kind of there.
Yeah.
So
So we're
it was
talking,
quite quick in the scheme
yeah.
of things. We're not talking a long time. It feels like it when you're in it,
Yeah.
but it's so not. It's so not in the scheme of things a long time. So it didn't last long.
So would you say it's worth going through that
God,
tough
yes,
patch where, yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
It's absolutely worth going through it. And the biggest thing for me now is I've got such a skilled sleeper that he's got such amazing sleep skills. I almost thank myself and you every day that we did what we did early on,
Yeah.
because he's just brilliant, and he's the super alert temperament, but his sleep is fantastic. Yes, I still have issues, of course I do, but that's just
It's
normal.
normal. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but his sleep is brilliant, and the best thing is, if I have a problem at nap time or he wakes up in the night, I know something is wrong.
Yeah.
So,
Because
I
it's not
know,
normal for him to do
no,
that.
it's so out of character.
Yeah.
I know I've got the timing wrong, or he's sick, or something's thrown him, or he's had a nightmare, or whatever it is. I know
Yeah.
something is wrong. And then genuinely, it then just disappears.
Yeah.
Or I
Yeah.
have to make a little tweak to something. And that, for me, makes it so worthwhile, because there's nothing worse as a parent. You're constantly questioning yourself, if they wake up in the night, what's wrong? What have I done wrong? Oh, no. When you know they've got that kind of skill,
Yeah.
he's got a stinking cold at the moment, it doesn't bother him at all, because he's got that skill. So it's absolutely worth
Worth
it. And
it.
it's worth it for them as well, because they need that sleep. So,
Because I think some parents do fear that, oh, I might be bringing my child into my bed right now, but we all sleep better. And I know it's going to be really hard. And they almost get put off because they know it's going to be hard. And I think, yeah, it's if they knew that it's actually only hard for such a short time, and then
yeah,
it's so much better on the other side. Yeah,
absolutely.
it's
It's
the
the
motivation.
classic of short-term pain, long-term gain, and it absolutely is totally worth it.
Yeah.
For everybody, siblings, your partner, everything. It's,
Family
it's so,
life. Yeah.
yeah, it's so far-reaching
Yeah.
that it's really just digging deep and going through a little bit of that pain.
Yeah. Excellent. Oh, well, that's really helpful. Thank you
You're very
so much for
welcome.
having a chat
My
with us today.
pleasure. It's
And
fine.
thanks very much, Niamh.